Right then, lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. It is official, it is done. Arsenal's summer transfer deadlock has been broken. They have announced a player finally, and we want more. It is official. Arsenal have announced their first signing of the summer. Marquinos is now an Arsenal player. Everyone wishes the player very, very well, as announced by the Arsenal website, as announced by the Arsenal official Twitter handle, and also comments made by Arsenal's technical director Edu. We are all going to be discussing that. I'll tell you every detail about this still, because this is one of those videos where you get to know everything about a player Arsenal Football Club has signed. Like we reported days back, Marquinos had an initial agreement with Arsenal, total agreement on personal terms. Everything was agreed. We were just waiting for the announcement. Actually, I thought the announcement would take longer than this, but they have actually decided to come early as Arsenal Football Club and confirm the signing of the player. So this is what they've written on the Arsenal website. They've said Marquinos joins from Sao Paulo. Welcome to North London, Marquinos. And they have said 19-year-old forward Marquinos has joined us from Sao Paulo on a long-term contract. The young Brazilian international, full name Marcus Vinicius Oliveira Alencar, developed through the Sao Paulo youth system, progressing into the first team squad and making his first debut as an 18-year-old last July. Marquinos made 33 first team appearances during his time with Sao Paulo and was a part of the squad which won the Campeonato Paulista in 2021, right? The young forward who has represented Brazil at under 16 and under 17 levels will travel to North London from Brazil in the coming weeks to join up with his teammates for pre-season training. Technical Edu comments. This is what he said. We are delighted to have completed the transfer with Sao Paulo, as Marquinos was a player we had been watching for a while. At 19, he's still a very, very young player, so he's a player for the future. We look forward to Marquinos now joining us for pre-season, making his new home and continuing to grow and develop with us. Everyone at Arsenal welcomes Marquinos to the club. The transfer is still subject to the completion of regulatory processes. When you hear that, still subject to completion of regulatory processes, that is an announcement of a player. But of course, we do not have a problem whichever way it comes, however they make it, as long as they make an announcement for a player. So that one, guys, is a done deal, as officially announced by Arsenal. You can visit the Arsenal website. You can visit the Arsenal official Twitter handle. You can visit my official Twitter handle at Cossy Arsenal. You will be able to find all that information retweeted from the Arsenal official website. So this one is done. Like I said, there are no changes, as reported by Fabrizio Romano, as reported by Charles Watts, as reported by Cossy on Cossy's Arsenal podcast, and now as confirmed by Arsenal on the Arsenal media and Arsenal official accounts. There are no changes. 3 million euros, 3.5 million euros is what Arsenal paid for the young 19-year-old. According to Edu, we've followed him for some time. Now, a couple of reports suggested that Arsenal actually hijacked this deal, that he's a player we've not been following, but we looked at him, he was exciting, and we hijacked him as he was moving to Wolves. But Edu denies that, and he says Arsenal have been tracking this guy. Arsenal have been tracking the 19-year-old for quite some time. And as Edu put it very, very clearly, this is a point around this transfer that should actually be an exciting one rather than a very, very depressing one. Edu has also put it clearly. This one is one for the future. Gold.com put it very well. Marquinos, I think the Guardian as well put it clearly. I did that story on Cossy Talks Football. Is they said Arsenal will not be deterred from signing in professional forwards this campaign by the signing of Marquinos. The Marquinos signing does not deter, does not prevent Arsenal from signing in professional forwards this summer. He's not our marquee signing. He's not one of the marquee signings expected at the club. He's one for the future, now confirmed by Edu. So we just wait to see how the market is going to be evolving. 3 days in after the window opening, Arsenal have confirmed their first signing. Matt Turner is coming in to do his medical very, very soon in that week of 20th June. We expect another announcement of Matt Turner, but Marquinos is now an Arsenal player. All the details, like I said, contract agreed until 2027, so 5 years for the young Brazilian starlet. Contract until 2027, 3.5 million euros. We do not know about the salary. That has not been revealed, but I think as time goes on, then we will get to know many of these details better and better. The shirt number not yet revealed because the player has not flown to London again. For the announcement. Arsenal have not announced him have not actually unveiled him. They have announced the signing. So I think when he comes in and when he flies for preseason, then he will be unveiled as an Arsenal player. Then we will see what kind of shirt number he's going to be putting on, what kind of squad number either permanently or temporarily he's going to be putting on, because it is expected that even if he's going to be joining the club for preseason, there might be huge hopes that he goes out to Spain or to any other country on loan just for more development and find game time. But also reports have claimed that Arsenal look at him as the new Gabriel Martinelli. Of course, Martinelli came in at Arsenal and just hit the ground running. So reports claim that if he can impress just like Gabriel Martinelli did, if he can come in at Arsenal and just become that very, very exciting youngster, very, very exciting teenager, like I said, only 19 years of age, then he might be kept around the squad. We need 25 players in the squad, and we only have 18 we've only had 18 this season. Lacazette has left the club, and we expect more exits, so the squad is becoming a little bit short. So Marquinos staying at Arsenal, given the fact that we need numbers and depth in the squad, will not be a huge surprise. And also going out on loan, getting more game time and becoming stronger, getting used to the to Europe as a continent, because it's coming down from South America, now coming to Europe and finding regular game time, finding those clubs that need exciting talent to start for them, again, will not be a huge surprise. So my thoughts have always been very, very clear about Marquinos, young player. I never refuse these signings, and I'm not refusing this one. Arsenal bringing him in means they're looking also up to the future. And many people, I get really surprised when many Arsenal fans talk to me and say, look, Cossy, how do we sign in young players like Marquinos? We need big signings only. We need marquee signings. We need major signings. We need quality and experience and maturity. But also the young players, the young signings are needed in this team. This season, the young players have been absolutely fabulous. They have kept us up there with the likes of Spurs, with the likes of Manchester United, miles better than United actually, and very, very close to getting close to Chelsea, despite the fact that we've not spent hundreds of millions on these youngsters. Of course, you look at the likes of Saka, you look at the likes of Gabriel Martinelli, Emile Smith-Rowe, all those players, averaging double figures in terms of assists and goals. You've got to be you need to be, to be appreciative. We need to appreciate the fact that this team has been very, very young, and bringing in more players to secure the future. For me, I do not have a problem there. So the question now for me, lads, is where do we go from here? That is it. Manchester City have announced the signing of Erling Haaland. Arsenal should be announcing the signing of Gabriel Jesus very, very soon. For me, there are no two ways about it. There are no two ways about it. This one is a 3.5 million euro contract. If Ed is gonna brag about completing this one, no. Good work well done. Move on. Get to the real business. The likes of City and the likes of Liverpool have already done the real business. So we need the real business to be done. And for me, real business is Gabriel Jesus. Real business is Yuri Tillemans. Real business is Victor Osimhen. Real business is the big signings now. These ones, yeah, you could just throw them in there one one at a time. You could just throw one in the bag. Marquinos 19 signs, okay, but what about the main squad? I think that is the question that Edu and Mikel Arteta really have to answer this summer. Marquinos is a player that can play both on the right and on the left wing. So if Arsenal keep him this campaign, it is majorly going to be providing cover and also providing a bit of competition to Bukayo Saka. Nicola Pepe might leave, so if Arsenal decide against signing someone to directly replace Nicola Pepe, then Marquinhos can give us that. Only 19, like I said. So Pepe is 2021. Marquinhos is 19, turning to 20. So if they can provide some level of competition to each other, both of them, I mean, it will be very exciting to see how much competition and how quality the competition will be Marquinhos can provide to Saka, because both of them are very, very young. Marquinhos coming in from Brazil, you expect him to be a little bit to be a little bit more technically gifted and more talented. No disrespect to Saka, but of course we know what Brazilians do have in the bag always when it comes to skill set, technical ability, and also I think look, in terms of schooling, in terms of teaching, you might think the English have done that very, very well. They've come to terms with the fact that their talent is not that mind blowing and very, very exciting. So they've decided to sit down and school their players and school their young talent. And when it comes to football education, you've got to believe Germany and England at the moment are really doing very, very well, and that's why you find Germany has a lot of young players. Of course, they do have the talent. For me, Germany, there is, without question, and also England now they have the talent, but you have a lot of players that know the basics and are really, really implementing them very, very well. A huge question for Gareth Southgate at the moment. But of course, lads, I wanted to announce Marquinhos, and we went into all that detail. So it would be very beautiful to see him compete with the likes of Smith Rowe, Saka, Martinelli, and try to see if he can beat them to those positions. Martinelli last campaign, 6 goals and 6 assists. So I think next season is going to be better. It's going to continue becoming better and better. Emile Smith Rowe, 10 goals last campaign. Saka, mind-blowing, Arsenal's player of the year. So can Marquinhos come in and provide that competition to Arsenal's player of the year? That is a huge ask. Arsenal's player of the year consecutively for two consecutive seasons. Bukayo Saka, can you oust him? Can you overthrow him? Can you overthrow the prince from his palace? I think huge questions for Marquinhos. But of course, we are excited to see what he has in the bag. We are very, very excited to see what he can offer. Is he going to be these very, very exciting young starlets? Many people have seen him on YouTube and have told me, Cossy, he's good. Cossy, he is absolutely very, very good. So if you believe he's good, then look, Arsenal have made a very, very good signing, and we would say that one is done. Let's get in a couple of others in the bag. Why don't you do me a favor? Hit the like button. Let's get this video to 500 likes. I mean, we've just signed in someone, so do smash the like button just to the heavens. Smash it to the heavens. And we have also reached 40,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? Too good to be true, this community. But it is true. Too good to be true, you guys. But you are true and you are real. And if you are not real, we wouldn't be at 40,000 subscribers. So we are at 40,000 subscribers. Then you're true. Then you're real. Despite the fact that you're too good to be true. So we are at 40 likes, and I should be giving away a jersey giveaway. I think I'm preparing to do that. Let me find. Let me get my jerseys. Yeah, let me get my jerseys. and then I'll check up with my favorite store, see if they have all the jerseys in the bank. If they have, because we have to do a jersey unveiling, 3 of them, I think. I don't know. By the time the season starts, I think we'll have 3 of them already unveiled. So I want to do 3 kits unveiling on the channel, and then we'll do a giveaway of the shirts. Right? So that is it from Cossy. More content coming your way, but if you don't want to miss it, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and Cossy will be back.